It is Taco. Please hit that like button as you come in. Let me know if you can hear me. Please hear me as you coming in. I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes for somebody to tell me if they can hear me. Today is Taco Tuesday. I am Queen Lillie. Welcome to my live. We will be discussing Donald Trump. This is life under Trump. Every day, Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump and MAGA daily on my YouTube channel. That like button as you coming in. You can hear me? Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Thank you, King Alan. Thank you, Queen Sheila Davidson. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're discussing Donald Trump, and it has appeared that Ghislaine Maxwell has been allowed to leave the prison, the federal prison that they put her in Texas, y'all. She's allowed to leave. But we must recall that there's college campuses, young girls. Why would you allow her to be put in this low-risk prison, federal prison, that's like a school dormitory for girls? She has been put in that prison where there's college campus, nothing but youthful young ladies all around her, and she's been put in that prison by Donald J. Trump. And let him tell her he knows nothing about it. Donnie, the only person that it protects in this situation is you. You are the biggest liar ever. He stood at that podium and said he knows nothing about it. But that's your attorney. Blanche is your attorney. You gave him position in your cabinet. Everybody that's in your cabinet, they have to bow down to you and obey you. They do not work for the American people, although they're supposed to work for us, the American people. They do not. Hit that like button. I have more people viewing than I have likes. More people are viewing than likes. Hit that like button. Come on now. Don't play in my face today. I'm going to stop. As soon as I get to something really juicy and good, I'm going to stop. Because it's not fair. I do a lot of work. And I'm not getting rewarded for my hard work. It's not easy to go find something new every day. Because I'm going to be honest, the news is getting slow, so you really got to hunt. Because Donald Trump is slowing down people from talking about him in the Epstein files. Right now, Donald Trump is trying to stop Joe Rogan from talking about Epstein. That's what's going on right now. They're trying to stop all of us from talking about Donald Trump in the Epstein files. So I have to really hunt. Yes. Because if you pay close attention, people that were talking about Donald Trump, they are now trying to speak as if they agree with what's going on when they previously was not agreeing with the Epstein situation of Donald Trump. That is due to Donald Trump is trying to stop everyone from speaking about him in the Epstein files. That is why Ghislaine Maxwell has the opportunity to go on work release, y'all. Ghislaine Maxwell has been giving work release around college young girls. You know, when my daughter graduated from high school, she was 17. So a lot of those young girls are 17, 18 years old. And Ghislaine Maxwell is in the neighborhood where they are. Because of her crimes, she doesn't supposed to be around any young people nor dogs. She has been put in a low-risk prison where there's dogs. Yeah. Yes. And the whole community is a college community full of young girls on college campuses. That's who Donald Trump is. Donald Trump right now is trying to move the age to 14 for it to be okay for men to fondle and touch young girls. That's the MAGA Republican Party. That is what we're dealing with today. There will become more Ghislaine Maxwells because of the MAGA Republican Party. So, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to read it to you. I can't play the music, but I'm going to show it to you. and I'm going to read it to you. And this comes from Occupy Democrats. Be sure to go on Instagram and follow them. Be sure to go on YouTube and get them a subscribe because they do amazing work. But they got this story from Raw Story. And I'm going to read it to you, and I'm going to show you first. Let me turn the music off because we can't play music. But this is what the story is about. It says, Ghislaine Maxwell cleared to leave prison on work release. Your person in the Oval Office that you voted in is okay with an ex-trafficker, ex-abuser who joined in and had sex with those young teenagers. And Donald Trump allowed Epstein to traffic. He said it from his own paper-thin lips, to traffic women for Mar-a-Lago. He never reported Epstein. He knew for many years, and he just mentioned it, what, last week? That shows you how much he cares about our youth. He cares so much about our youth, they will be lowering the age range to 14 years old. Not 18, not 21, 14 years old. So these white, mediocre men can take advantage of our youthful young 14-year-old children. That's what America is, life under Trump. Trump don't have the decency to do the right thing. He has a daughter. And I question that situation as well because he spoke about actual things about his own daughter. What do we expect from a 34-count felon? We expect just this because Donald Trump has SA'd people. He has 34 felonies. Must I refresh your memory? That Donald Trump brags about his mugshot, got it up in the White House, in the Oval Office. He is the only president that walked around in that Oval Office with a mugshot framed. Who would be proud of doing horrible things? Donald Trump. So let's get to it. I'm going to read the story to you. So what can we do right now? What you can do is call your reps, tell them to co-sponsor the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Say no to pardons. Contact the White House and your reps. Maxwell stays in prison. That's what we want. Share your survivor voices. Post interviews and articles so they stay at the center of the story. Survivor-led arcs. Stay loud online. Keep hashtagging Epstein Files because Ghislaine Maxwell has been cleared to leave prison on work release. Where she's going to work at? The college campuses? Donald Trump and the MAGA Republican Party do not care about our youth. Long as he's been in office, his second term and first term, he never cared about the American youth or anybody else's youth. That's why he don't mind taking over guns and having the children boomed and everything. He doesn't care. He only cares about the dollar bill. Benjamin's baby. That's what Donald Trump cares about. He doesn't care about you, me, no one in this country. He flim-flammed you to vote for him. Elon Musk, he said, Donnie, Elon fixed the voter machines. And that's why we are in America, stuck with a criminal in the Oval Office. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Just a moment. Come on in and hit that like button. Come in.
Old enough to care, remember the hullabaloo surrounding the decades that passed after JFK was assassinated on November 22nd, 1963. We kept waiting, as we are in this breaking story, for when we were going to get the truth about what happened to John F. Kennedy. However, we now sit on the precipice of waiting not only a couple of decades, not only 10 more years or 5 more years or Alex Acosta and Pam Bondi, but the truth on the Epstein files.
The Trump Justice Department and the Trump FBI said we did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties.
And while we continue to be filibustered, promised, lied to, deferred, denied, and dismissed, Donald Trump is going to do every single thing he can to make sure that it never comes out. And in this breaking story, he is one step closer.
Gretchen Carlson, journalist and co-founder of Lift Our Voices. President Trump still refuses to categorically rule out a pardon for a convicted trafficker, sex assaulter.
I think that that is the biggest slap in the face to the survivors of everything else that I listed.
To making sure he never faces any consequence for that. And you're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds because we have to understand
Fair use,
what
educational
so far has been the
purpose,
claim of MAGA
great for
and the claim
research,
of
and great
Republicans
entertainment.
about getting this out. Take a look at
Occupy
this.
Democrats,
That is,
subscribe to
your
their
point
channel.
earlier, normalizing the fact that it doesn't matter what she did.
Please realize Gretchen is the anchor from Fox News who won $20 million suit against Roger Ailes. She's no BS on this.
The idea that that would even be on the table for consideration, that is going to cross all party lines.
As the controversy over the Epstein files consumes Washington.
Do you maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein? I don't even know what they're talking about.
Release the damn files. Look, it makes no sense to me.
Oh yeah, they say they want it released.
Let's let the public decide. No, the Republicans want to release the Epstein
He's a
files.
liar.
Additional evidence of the president's relationship with the now deceased convict is surfacing.
After Donald Trump's Attorney General and Donald Trump's FBI director studied the Epstein files, and they put thousands of FBI agents to work studying the Epstein files to find, among other things, every mention of Donald Trump's name, they discovered that the case should just be closed.
There will be an insurrection if that happens. It won't just be Democrats. It'll be MAGA. It'll be independents. It will be everybody, because we are at a place in the society right now where we know that child sex trafficking is a crime and that you should not be granted clemency or any release.
So will there be an insurrection? Will people really storm the gates if they don't release the Epstein files? Or, in this breaking story, if what has been done, the drip by drip for Ghislaine Maxwell, she's actually inches away from being let out of prison. Take a look at this story.
Ghislaine Maxwell cleared to leave prison on work release. Convicted child trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell has reportedly been cleared to leave prison on work release. Podcast host Allison Gill obtained information about Maxwell's security score, offender waiver, and other details after the former partner of Jeffrey Epstein was moved to a minimum security
Hit the
prison in
like
Texas.
button, please. Thank you,
According to
kings
journalist
and
Adam
queens.
Glassfeld, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, he raised questions about Maxwell's new prison accommodations in a letter to the director of the Federal Bureau of Prisons.
Hit the
The
like
senator
button,
demanded to know
everybody.
if
Thank
Maxwell
you.
received special treatment after meeting with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, President Donald Trump's former personal attorney. Documents viewed by Gill indicated that Maxwell was given a 7-point base security score, the highest possible because she is a offender and considered a danger to the community. Despite her score of 27 resulting in a minimum security level, policy does not allow people with a offender PSF, public safety factor, to serve their sentences in minimum security facilities. Someone has to waive the PSF to make that move, Gill noted. The documents also showed that Maxwell's custody level was set to out, allowing her to leave the prison to work. Gill explained that offender Epstein, Maxwell's associate, enjoyed the same ability to work outside prison after a sweetheart deal penned by attorney Alan Dershowitz and approved by Alex Acosta, who served under former President George W. Bush and Trump.
So she's gone from a score of 7 to 27. Shouldn't even be there because of what she was convicted of, being an ex-trafficker and abuser, right? And now she goes from maximum security to club fed, and now she's on a work release program.
That's usually when they're going to let
She
you out
is
of prison.
one fingernail
She's closer to getting
from
out.
being free. A free woman, convicted for 20 years, the accomplice, the wingman, as it were, going out, jumping out of cars, and giving her card to high school girls who happen to be financially less fortunate. and she is about to walk. No, this isn't assassinating the president, but there are
It's the
hundreds,
truth.
if not more, victims of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. And that's why she went to prison. That's why Jeffrey mysteriously just happened to die in his cell, but the video didn't really quite seem to work out that day. And this president, who has nothing to hide, is going to make sure she skates. And Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, who handled it in Florida, and Alex Acosta, who's now in the cabinet, who gave a sweetheart deal to Jeffrey Epstein and shoved this aside and tried to bury it while in Florida, they're all going to make it go away. So I ask you, America, I'm going to use the line from Untouchables by Sean Connery. What are you prepared to do? You guys stay frosty.
You all, we're living in dangerous times. We have a man in the Oval Office that do not care about our youth. He doesn't care. And as I tell you a lot, I believe the children are our future. What do they say? Teach them well and let them lead the way. Donald Trump doesn't care about any of that. He's putting more young girls in harm by allowing an ex-trafficker, an ex-abuser into the neighborhoods of college campuses where there are young girls. Donald Trump is a menace to society. Ghislaine Maxwell is a menace to society. They have let loose someone that fondled with Jeffrey Epstein young girls, women, forced them to do things they did not want to do. A lot of them have mental issues now because of that. They allowed other men to take advantage of those younger girls and women.